Taylor, and it is Monday, which means it is the post-workout Monday Messages discussion. I am the owner of Fitness is Not a Game, and I created these Monday Messages affirmation cards to focus on mindset because I know that a lot of times it's really just our perspective on something as opposed to what's really going on. So, how do we make sure that we're always in the right mindset? Because sometimes you gotta train it. It's a muscle, just like everything else, right? So if you're here with me now, say hey. Let me know that you're here. If you're catching this on replay, do me a favor and type replay in the chat. And what I do is I shuffle the deck. And I do shuffle because it's a real like a deck of cards, size deck card, 52 cards, one for each week. So what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna flip a card and then we see what message is needed for today. All right, so and I'll read it with y'all. Let's see what today's card is. To uncover your true, let me see, we're gonna take this out. To uncover your true potential, you must first find your own limits, and then you have to have the courage to go past them. Lord, you see that? You probably can't. Let me read it to you again. To uncover your true potential, you must first own your own limits, and then you have to have the courage to blow past them. That's a whole word. If you felt that word, type word in the chat. What does that mean? That means that you have to be, first you got to be honest. You got to do an honest assessment. I say honest self-assessment is all the redundancy. But a lot of times when we have goals and there are things that we want to do, they're honestly wishes because we don't sit down and take the time to think about what needs to go into it, why we want to do it, and what we can honestly do, right? A lot of times our goals could be super lofty. That doesn't mean that they're unrealistic, but sometimes we're not even clear in what we really want to do. But when we say, okay, this is what I want to do, what are my limits? Meaning, what are the things that I need to continue to learn and to grow in and get stronger in? What muscle do I need to build? Not just talking about the physical muscle, but what character muscle do I need to build? Do I need to be more consistent? Do I need to be more ambitious? Do I need to be more honest? Whatever the case may be, what's that limit? And then have the courage, ooh, that word, have the courage to blow past it. Meaning, wow, this is where I stumble. This is where I seem to stop. What do I need to do to keep going? Do I have that courage to ask for the help? Do I have the courage to learn it? Y'all, that's good. Because this is when we have to talk about your reasons turn into excuses. We've talked about that before. You can say, oh, this is why I haven't done X, Y, and Z. Okay, that was the reason. But now that you know, that means you have the tools to make the changes if you really want to. If you don't make those changes, then do you really want to? Or are you just comfortable sitting in the excuses? It's not a reason anymore. It was a reason until you uncovered what it was. Once you uncover what it is, now you're sitting in it. It's comfortable. Oh, this is why. That's an excuse. So, but it can be hard to like face that mirror and see what's really going on, especially when it's you, right? Because this is your life. It's you. It's nobody else. It's nothing else out there. This is your life. So you have to look in that mirror and be like, wow, okay, this is what my limitation is. This is where I get stuck. And it's hard sometimes to really be like, oh, wow, I never realized that about myself. Well, that's a hard pill to swallow. But look, you gotta get through that, right? Nothing grows in the comfort zone. So you can keep trying to think everything's cool and easy. You're not going to get anywhere. You're not going to get better. You're not going to get stronger. But when you take that moment and like dig those heels in and you look in that mirror and you admit what your limitations are first, That's the first step. It's hard, mentally draining, but pat yourself on the back because you did it. But don't stop there. So, okay, this is my limit. This is where I've been stuck, but I have the courage to figure out how to blow past them. Do I need to get a coach? Do I need to talk to a friend? Who do I need to pay somebody? Do I need to learn something new? Whatever the case may be. Or do I just need to stop BSing? Whatever the case may be. But you can do that. That was good, y'all. I like that one. If you like that one, put a fire in the chat, fire emoji, because somebody needs to hear that. And if you needed to hear that, raise your hand in the chat. Put a hand up, right? But in order to get to where you can truly, truly be, you got to do those two parts, not just one. You can't jump ahead. One, you got to figure out where your limits are. Then two, get that courage to blow past them, right? So I am Crystal Taylor. This has been your Monday message. I hope you enjoyed as much as I did. I think I needed to hear that too. So shout out to the ancestors for guiding us here. So I hope you have an amazing day. Go outside, of course, because I just want you healthy. I want you happy. I want you here. And I will see you next week. Bye, y'all.